Transform your hair with hair growth products by 12 tribes on Earth. Experience natural, powerful ingredients that promote thicker, longer, and healthier hair. Say goodbye to thinning and hello to confidence. Hair growth oil, shampoo, spray, and butter by 12 tribes on Earth because your hair deserves the best. Just look for the links in the comments section.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen A. done lost his mind. So I guess out of desperation, he is shouting to Michelle Obama to come out of the shadows and save Joe Biden. And not even Michelle Obama has the ability to save what Joe Biden did during that debate. She can't. How is she going to save him for real? But this is what he's out here saying. She needs to come out and save him. Oh boy. So Stephen A. Smith sends out a cry for help to Michelle Obama after Joe Biden's debate against Donald Trump. Well, you can't get another candidate at this point. It's too late. Joe Biden was named the nominee earlier this year. So how do you get someone now? And Kamala does not have the authority to just overrule Joe Biden and push him out the way and get in the race. She's there just in case something happens to him, then she steps in as president. But she can't do that on her own. So, the first debate between the President of the United States, Joe Biden, and former President Donald Trump took the internet by storm, and actually, it really didn't. The debate concluded with some major concerns among the voting population in the country. This led Stephen A. Smith to send out a message to former First Lady Michelle Obama after concerning behavior from Biden. During the debate, President Biden struggled to get a grip on more than one occasion, and his age showed through. This led Stephen A. Smith to write this on X. I'm about to show that to you. Okay, so this is what Stephen A. put out on X. So you can see where it says, "So, do y'all finally want to stop arguing with me about Biden now? Have your fears now been confirmed? At Michelle Obama at VP. Somebody, please help. Biden's team wanted this? His staff? His loved ones? How could you put him out there like that? How could you?" So this is what he wrote June 27th, 2024 at 10:53 p.m. So he put this out right after the debate. Well, they're power hungry. This is why you see people like Dianne Feinstein, they stay in office until their dying day. We saw this in John Lewis, you know, Elijah Cummings. These people don't know where to go and sit down when they're in politics. Now, you got to also think about one thing. Before Joe Biden even ran for president in 2020, he was already retired. He came out of retirement to run for president. And maybe he should have just stayed retired. Seriously, he should have just stayed retired. You know, I am a person that took care of a parent with dementia, and I saw how fast, and that was my mother, and I saw how fast she declined. I remember listening to her when, she still had all her faculties and how crystal clear she thought and felt and expressed herself very well. Then when the dementia set in, I remember how things dramatically changed. You had the slurry words. Now, many of us noticed this about Joe Biden long before this debate. I sure did, because I saw this in my own mother. I heard the slurry words coming where she didn't have that before. And I remember how she walked prior to the dementia and how she was shuffling after the dementia. I mean, there's clear signs that are on Joe Biden. I see it. I've seen it even back in 2023 and 2022. You see it, it's definitely there. So when the Democratic Party pushed him out there, y'all, they already knew what state Joe Biden was in. And I guess they thought he could just still pull this off. He can't. It's not just the staff and his loved ones, it's also the Democratic Party. They see the if I can see the signs in Joe Biden, they have to be able to see it too. There's only so much you can do when you have an 81-year-old man declining from age and showing all of the classic signs that you see in many elderly people. There's not very much you can do. But Stephen A. Smith calling on Michelle Obama, that's not really a solution. I don't know what the hell you're thinking. So he put that out there on X, y'all. So during the debate, Biden struggled to get a grip on more than one occasion, and his age was showing through. This led Stephen A. Smith to write this, which you're looking at on the screen, on his X account. Smith couldn't understand the reason why Biden's team put him through the debate. He called for either Michelle Obama or Vice President Kamala Harris to step in. She really Kamala don't have the authority to step in. She can't overrule a president as a vice president. And Michelle Obama, she's not a nominee. So she really can't step in there. You nominated Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the nominee. So at this point, Michelle Obama couldn't get in there. And I don't believe she would anyway. She already said she ain't going to be out there campaigning for Biden. So why would she put herself through it? After this debate, Stephen A. Smith felt the nation would not want to vote for Biden because he might not be physically capable of leading the country for another term. He's really not physically capable of leading right now. Much before the debate, there was already pre existing concerns about Joe Biden's health and his age. And yes, and I have done several videos on that. And I showed videos of him looking like he was incoherent. On more than one occasion, the now 81-year-old has fumbled for words. He has looked clueless on many occasions, suggesting that he is declining. Yeah, well, he is. And that is a big problem for someone that is supposed to be, especially an American president, which is one of the biggest leaders on earth. It really is. So, President Joe Biden was still the best candidate to go up against Donald Trump. But after this debacle, there could be a need to change some things. Stephen A. Smith just led the discussion by calling Michelle Obama to step in. Stephen A. Smith has generally always questioned former President Donald Trump's action. Smith questioned him during his presidency and even when he faced countless questions and allegations from the media, as well as during his impeachment trial. However, Smith has echoed what the NBA stars felt about the former president. Yeah, if you remember Donald Trump used to go out on Twitter and get into arguments with NFL players, NBA players. Yeah, y'all might remember that. Yeah, because I remember he got into it with LeBron James. He got into it with Steph Curry. It was a couple of them, y'all. It was a couple of them that got into it with Donald Trump, and even Kobe Bryant back then. So as the election draws closer, Stephen A. Smith and other NBA stars will have to wait and see how candidates progress. If Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris do end up taking over the mantle, the race to be the next president of the United States will become interesting. I don't believe they will. Kamala can't take the mantle. Now, if Joe Biden becomes physically incapacitated or he dies, yeah, then Kamala can take over. But as you can see, he's holding on for dear life, and she just can't shove him out the way and go and debate Donald Trump. She can't do that. And neither can Michelle Obama because she was never picked as a nominee. So she can't just randomly do that kind of stuff. So Stephen A. Smith, I don't know, man. You don't sound like you know what you're talking about. As Okay, y'all, you know what to do. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.